It was a good night though. I slept pretty good.
I slept pretty good.
Yeah.
I've got...
It was weird because in the morning I started getting colder and colder. I was thinking, I was like, man, it was pretty warm all night.
Yeah.
Why am I freezing all of a sudden? And I pulled up that wool blanket. It's like, okay, something's not right.
Is that why it was slipped off or something? Or?
No, this fog.
The fog?
Yeah.
The moisture?
Yeah, the moisture change.
I definitely can tell the humidity.
Yeah. It'll throw you off though, like how there's no darkness. I don't even know what day it is, what time. I'm like, where the hell am I?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on another planet. Up north. The northern planet. My mind's a little scrambled. My mind's always scrambled, but here it's just like, I don't know, the compass is kind of just going everywhere. Oh man. I slept good though, that's all that matters. It took me a while to go to sleep. I was kind of worried. Didn't know if I was going to be able to get any rest, but fortunately I did. Apparently it's dangerous just walking around by yourself, so. I gotta walk around though, because I want to know what's around me. Ooh, look at this, there's like a defined trail. I guess that's from us, walking this shoreline. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Fred went somewhere about 100 miles away. Not really sure for what, but I really want some coffee, some breakfast. And like I told the guys, I just want to go walking around. I want to walk around all over the place, but they say it's a bad idea to do by yourself. I just like to walk. Anyone that knows me, they know I'm always pacing around, walking, and I can't sit still. I'm like Brutus the dog. And I don't listen. What's up, Brutus? Like I said, I'm gonna be paying attention to Brutus. Brutus. 3 bears over there.
Let's see, there was 1 down there and 2 towards the mouth of the river. Yeah.
Okay.
Get some coffee?
Could you see them pretty good on your thermal?
I could see like blobs, like they just came down to get water or
That's not
something.
mine. Unless they're pretty close, it's going to be high definition.
Yeah. You could just see something moving. Like you could just see like just like 1 pixel, and then you could see like the edges when they'd move around, sniffing and stuff.
Yeah. Russ, did I keep you up? Was I snoring, farting, anything weird?
No,
Okay.
no, man. I actually, other than when he came and let us know that my dome lights.
I remember that.
Yeah. So what happened was
in the tent. You're like, your lights on. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
your lights. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. I didn't know what time it was.
But I had shoved something forward on that was up on one of
Oh,
and it
you
hit
hit
the
the button.
switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a toggle switch, so you can turn it off, auto, or on. And it hit my rear one, and it stayed. It was on. So I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, the
but
dogs,
other than that, no, I slept pretty good actually.
the dogs do that on my girlfriend's car because it's in the roof, and so
They
they'll
turn
bump
around.
it.
Turn around and bump it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutus, you silly. You stick around, okay?
Brutus, I
Stay
prayed
around
for you
here.
last night. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Jesus, watch those us. Or you, I mean, not us. We'll be alright. Just you, because you don't listen.
You don't know where they're at.
Yeah, you're supposed to stay with us.
He had separation anxiety for Fred. That's what that was.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, you slept with the peanut butter right under you. What were you thinking? You're like, I want that bear to come.
Yeah.
The
It's gonna
Kustica.
come in. It's gonna come in next to me, and the dog will wake me up.
Speaking of the Kustica, this would actually be a place for it to be, like Otterman, because we're by water. And there's like a river down there, isn't there?
Yep. That's the mouth of the Kenai.
Okay. Oh, is it?
Yep.
So it pours out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Did you sleep all right, Miguel?
Yeah, I slept like a little baby Sasquatch.
Okay. Little baby Sasquatch.
I did.
Yeah, I actually got too hot in that mummy bag.
Yeah.
Really?
I was sweating, and then I got chilled.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, but I don't know why it evened out. It seemed to even out. Maybe because it got
We just
colder,
had this moisture come
moisture.
in, and it just sucks the heat out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. So what's the goal for today? What are we doing? Going by boat?
We're gonna go get the boat, and I think we're gonna check out the other campsite. And while we're waiting for Fred, we'll probably hike down to the mouth of that, and go check that out while we're on this end, because I think we're gonna change sites.
Okay.
Change to that other campsite.
This wasn't berry enough for Fred.
Oh,
Where
don't,
the
I
hell's
wouldn't
the
worry
bears
about
at?
that. They're out there.
No, I know. Well, I'd like to go to a camp where we can see like more around us, but
Well, the other
that's not up to
spot,
me.
the other spot's kind of down in a, not really a valley, but there's little ridges around it. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like. But
Yeah. I would go back to sleep, but once I realized Fred's been up for a while, as soon as I got up, he left. I'm like, what the heck? If I go back to sleep now, I probably won't be able to sleep. It'd take
That's
me
the way
like
I
2
am.
or 3 hours
I'm
to
up,
go
I'm
back.
up.
Yeah.
I
Good job, Fred. You woke me up.
yeah,
I tried to
No, I'm just
roll
kidding.
over
I'm talking.
after you got up and go back.
You're like,
And I
nope.
was like, no.
Once I heard that zipper go zzz, yeah. Everyone talking, banging things around.
Oh, the drift areas.
Yeah.
So the red is where the drift areas are.
What does the drift area mean?
You can't take your motorboat down there.
Okay.
You can go and you can take your motorboat on Ski Lake Lake, but you can't go.
Okay.
That's
But the
where-
lake that we're staying at, it's about 10 miles from here. And
what's that? Oh yeah, 10 miles from here.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this is just an area that we visited on the
Yeah,
way.
it's one of the many lakes on the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure
There's
if
so
there's
many.
Squatch activity out here, but we had to stop here just because beautiful view.
Oh yeah.
All right, be aware. Bear country safety. Store all food and garbage items in sealed containers. At night, make sure food, garbage, and coolers are locked in vehicles. Do not put grease or garbage in fire rings. Pack out your trash or deposit in bear-proof dumpsters. When hiking, let's see. Hike in a group. Keep children close. Make noise in brushy areas. Control dogs so they don't surprise bears. Okay. Yeah. So that's what they were saying. Like Brutus might run out
If
there
he
and
runs
bring a
out-
bear back.
Yeah, if he runs out front, the dogs typically they'll bring him right back to you.
Dang. Avoid jogging. Never run from a bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never run.
Really? Okay.
No, that just totally.
It's like cat and mouse right
yeah,
there.
yeah, it totally puts their prey drive instinct into it to chase you down, and that's a black bear and that's a grizzly.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so if a bear approaches, cut your fishing line and exit area carefully. Keep all personal belongings on you within your immediate reach. After cleaning fish, throw remains into deep water. Okay.
Yeah, you chuck them out in the river or way out in the lake.
Yeah.
Or out in the lake.
Okay. There's the Kustica, dude.
Yeah, Mystica. Otterman.
Yeah. All right, so what are we doing?
I figure we'll just hike down to the mouth,
Okay.
assuming we've got enough beach for it.
Yeah.
Supposed to be 1.4 each way.
1.4.
Yeah. So it'll be fun.
So we're hiking down around the beach.
Yeah.
Gonna look for any tracks, wildlife. We got Brutus with us, of course. Ryan's locked and loaded. Looks like a Navy SEAL. Squatch SEAL. These rocks, I think that's granite. Yeah. We got the 10 mm
on me, so if anything happens, it's gonna take me a while to get it out because I got the camera in my hand. I'll just have to drop the camera. And... I know, but if it happens quick. Mountains look beautiful today.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome day.
Just zoomed out as far as I can go out there, and or as far as I can reach. That's a long ways away to get to those mountains, isn't it? Like if we hiked to that, it'd be a long trip. There's a lot of forest down in those valleys.
Something like 15 miles from here. I'm not sure about the crow flies. Pretty close to that.
Yeah. But we are going to go back that way. Look for some tracks, grizzly bears, anything like that.
It's going to be fun.
Go back that way on the boat?
Yeah, so we'll go around the edge of the lake. We'll go to where the glacier is. That's way down there. You can see it. We're going to check that out. And then about a mile past that on the far side, there's this group of hills with a bunch of water and streams, creeks coming out of it. As far as all of the stuff that I've looked around here, that's the prime place that I want to go to.
Okay.
Like that just stands out to me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, wherever the most amount of wildlife is concentrated at, it's probably where the Squatch will be.
Either that or, you know, at the mouth of the river here, I mean, that's where like most of the fish are, but
okay, cool.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be fun.
Yeah, follow the food sources, and yeah, we'll set up the H6 over there and use the Rode microphones and see if we can get any sounds. Wish I could have brought my call blaster, but it's so big. I got mountain lions programmed into it, squatch, wolves.
Is it one of those Fox Pros?
Yeah, it's the Fox Pro.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Yeah.
My buddy's got this cabin north of my place, and we snow machine. It's about 25 miles of snow machine into it, but we'll set up the Fox Pro back there on the lake, and you'll get coyotes, cats coming in from miles.
Yep. Especially if you put animals in distress, man, that'll bring in something.
You know, screaming rabbit. Play that for about 10 minutes, and you can you turn it off. You can hear them coming through the woods.
Oh yeah. And I'm not completely sure, but I think this stuff is granite. But granite has like some type of magnetic field behind it. I don't know, we looked it up on AI, this particular lake, and there's a lot of like electronic anomalies happening here. Whether due to the rocks, the water, all kinds of stuff. It listed it off on the AI. I was like, oh, I'll have to read it off later. Do you guys have frogs around here? Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised well, we were so far away from this. If they were going to be anywhere, it'd be in this kind of environment.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys don't have ticks and snakes. Well, I mean, you guys got mosquitoes, so.
Well, they have some snakes in the southeast, but there are some tick species that are starting to live over the winter, but they're only affecting the animals right now.
Yeah. I had a guy a while back from Alaska tell this story. He was on a base. I can't remember what the military base was, but he claims these entities like cut the locks on the doors of the base. And he was running security. But in one part of his story, he mentions raccoons, and people are like, well, there ain't no raccoons in Alaska, so this guy's making stuff up. But I don't know if he moved on to like a different part of the story that maybe took place somewhere else, but I looked it up and I'm like, what? No raccoons in Alaska.
No trash cans.
Yeah, no trash cans.
Big trash cans.
So that was like a red flag to a lot of people. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful on this stuff.
Yeah, there's like holes in here.
Twist an ankle. There's all these little channels and water feeding the wood.
So when it rains, this water comes out further.
Oh yeah, and especially in the springtime.
Yeah. And we could kick up a grizzly bear here.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff they like to take naps in. Right here.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Is that a loon?
Yeah.
Zoom in on them.
They probably got a nest over here somewhere. Surprised we didn't get squawked at when we went by.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, a lot of the plant life here is very similar to Missouri, minus the spruce trees. A lot of the roses, the flowers, the dandelions, grass. You guys don't have oak trees here though, do you?
No, we have, what's it called?
Birch.
Yeah, so we have 2 or 3 hardwoods. Birch, dang it, cedar.
A lot of cedar.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
we got cedars in Missouri. There's a lot of different types of cedars and pines. And are there different types of spruce trees?
Yeah, there's a couple of different kinds that we have up here. I can't remember the names, but they'll have different, the way their needles and stuff are. Like some of them spread out and then some of them go down. And they're a little bit different color.
Yeah. They burn really easy, huh? Because they got like petroleum in them.
Oh yeah, once the beetles kill them off, it's game over.
Yeah. Are there any cave systems around here?
Not that I'm aware of around this area. I mean, there's a few caves, but mostly they get filled with water.
Yeah. Just saw a frog. Man, this is some spongy stuff here.
Yeah, and this has got rocks under it.
Yeah.
It gets way worse. Crossing the muck bridge.
I thought about bringing the muck boots, but they were too big, a little too heavy.
I mean, if it gets deep, we'll turn around, you know.
Just
It
skirts.
gets impassable. Bear trail right here.
Yeah. I got the binos, so we need to look out there quite a ways.
Right over here is where I saw that bear this morning when I got up.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was right in this tree line here.
Should have woken up.
I
You're used to it.
I'm gonna follow this bear trail. It's a little more passable.
Wow. It's sinking in.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it gets worse back here. Probably more rocky closer to the lake.
I'm not sure. We'll just have to pick our way, I think.
Yeah.
Find that, you know, that
It's almost rusty looking, or clay.
lots of iron.
Yeah. A lot of skeeters out here. My girlfriend said, great, now you're gonna want to move out there. I go, oh no, I love it out here, but I'm so used to where I live at. I don't have to worry about grizzly bears. I'll visit the grizzly bears.
Yeah. That, and you know,
It's hard on people that didn't grow up around here to adapt to all that. I think when you're younger, you learn all the tricks of the trade, that you get that instinct when you're young, like how to know how to predict a grizzly or a moose. Like you come out here and you're not used to the weather and stuff. That's a lot to take in once you're already an adult.
I know. And it's basically just situational awareness. You know, use your nose, especially when we're this close to where they're sleeping. That and the talking, you know. You don't surprise them.
Be like, hey bear.
Yeah.
So right now, if there's a bear right up there, he just figured us out, and it gives him time to get out of the way. But if he didn't hear you, and then you say, hey bear, he'd be like, hey, attack you. How muddy all this stuff is. We just went up in there. Where'd you go, buddy? I want to see what it looks like in here.
I'll just check out
Yeah.
the brush, if it is.
Yeah, I see a break in here. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Letting them know, man. There's a break right here. That looks, doesn't look old, but definitely snow load because the tree's dead.
Yeah.
If it still had green on it, I'd be like, yeah, maybe something pushed it over.
Beetle kill, probably.
Yeah.
And the snow got it.
But there's like a different habitat in here. Man, it's dark in here. There's another one. You think strong winds coming off that lake?
Yeah, because there's a glacier at the other end, right?
Uh-huh.
I would assume the wind blows this way.
Dude, it's
All
creeping.
these trees are kind of leaning that way anyway.
Yeah. It's thick in here. But this is where the grizzly bears are probably at?
Yeah, sleeping.
Sleeping? Well, if one comes at me, shoot it.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want to die. More than likely, they've heard us by now.
Oh
Yeah? Okay, I'll make my way back. Just wanted to see what was in here. There's definitely a feeling when you walk into the woods.
yeah. Yeah. It gets tight.
Yeah. Very claustrophobic. I mean, I'm not claustrophobic, but it gives you that claustrophobia feeling. A lot of dry wood in here, though. Does that birch bark start up
Oh yeah, you just
pretty
peel it
good?
off and
Yeah, it'll burn a fire.
it lights right up.
Look at that. There's some birch in there. Wow. It's thick and nasty in here. Mosquitoes love it in here too.
Yeah.
Spiders are out in Alaska. Got spider webs in my face.
That's orb weavers and wolf spiders.
Yeah.
Tiny here though. Biggest spider we get is the fishing spider.
Yeah.
They can get up to 1 inch in diameter. So if you look, see down here, you know,
the
carpenter ants.
Yeah, carpenter ants.
They'll live in they start in the stump when the tree dies, and they just build a nest, and then it eventually causes this.
Looks like another planet in here, man. Oh, it's not a stick for you, buddy. It's a knocking stick. He saw me break off this stick and he's like, oh, let's play fetch.
Yeah.
Hang on, get back, buddy. I don't want to hit you. Not very loud. There we go. Watch this. Oh, you got it already. Good job. I didn't even have to throw it.
He'll give it to you, too.
Here, give it to me. Okay. Alright, let's go. Alright, bring it back, Brutus.
Oh, he'll bring it. He threw it once. He's hooked now.
Yeah.
This guy throws a stick for me.
Can I do another wood knock? Here, give it to me.
Out, Brutus.
Get you in the fluffier stuff next time. And doing wood knocks out here might freak out the grizzly bear, but he might bring in something bigger like the hairy man.
I have a feeling that they push the bears out of the area.
We did?
Oh, I mean, we definitely do, but,
Yeah.
you know, the big critters.
Got pretty hot quick, huh?
What?
We got 10-4 on Copperhead Mountain.
Yeah, that wool sweater is a bit much for today.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably see another one about 50, 60 feet back as we get up a hill or something.
Yeah. So these
Yeah.
trails are paralleling the lake.
Yeah.
They don't want to expose themselves. They're kind of
Right.
trying to wind whatever's out there.
Or you'll have trails that are predators, and then trails going other direction are prey animals, because they take different game trails sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Brutus likes it.
He likes anything. He's got a stick now. He's happy.
Yeah. I just caught something on the binoculars. I'm going to zoom in with my camcorder, but I think it's a big bald eagle. I think he's right there. Yeah. Yep, bald eagle. Those binos come in handy. Wonder how close we can get to him.
He probably won't fly off.
Probably just watch us. Cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to get some footage of him. What's that flower called?
Oh, I don't know what it is. It just looks cool. I usually pick flowers for my girlfriend when I'm out in the woods.
Yeah.
I don't buy her flowers. I just pick flowers
Yeah.
every time. Yeah, there's some definite holes you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, these grow in Missouri too. Are there a lot of reports where the hairy people will attack hikers or campers, like in areas like this?
So, I think most of the violent stuff is around mining operations, generators, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some people where they're living in cabins, they get, rocks thrown at their cabin. That's the common thing where I'm at. I hear, at least 1 or 2 stories a year through the grapevine of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Have you and Fred heard about people that have Sasquatch encounters and run-ins having paranormal stuff happening in their house?
I mean, other than a couple of orbs, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Well, me and Fred were talking about the occult. I was telling him, like, areas where there's been Bigfoot sightings happen to be areas where people have done the occult.
Or there's just
devil
weird
worship
stuff. Yeah, like you're talking about weird stuff in general. I mean, it's like a magnetism, or I don't know if there's a ley line thing to it.
Well, me and Fred both believe in the spiritual side of it, like they're spiritually opening up doors, but
could be.
it could be, scientific method
with
to it all.
as these things are,
It's
I
like
don't
voodoo.
know how much scientific application can have for it, and the secrecy around them. Like, why is there so much secrecy?
Oh yeah. Why don't they want us to know?
If it was just a critter, it would be bagged and tagged and acknowledged.
Be up in Bass Pro and Cabela's.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason for it. So, got the raven. That's a sign. He just flew over us.
Looking for shinies.
Yeah.
They're smart.
They are very smart. The parrot of the north. Those mosquitoes are biting the heck out of me.
I got some pictures of joke here.
Should be alright, but they just keep catching me on the thumb, the same spot.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it handy. Spray it on there. Yeah, it seems to be the only spot. So.
They always get the spot that's awkward behind your ear, that kind of thing. I wish we could just walk on the beach the whole way,
Yeah.
That would be fun.
We can try it, but once you get into these bogs,
Yeah.
you gotta do one or the other. Get in the water or get in this thick stuff. What does it look like?
It's just all the
Okay.
topsoil is cleared away from the
Yeah,
rocks.
maybe they're digging for clams or something. Marine life.
You had to poop in the water? Really?
I can smell it. The wind was hitting me in the face.
Yeah. Oh, really, puppy?
Yeah. Well, we know the wind's going that way. Yep. Nice little spring going out to the lake.
Yeah.
Cool. I guarantee you the bears will come to this spot. Get some drinkage. What was it? Like a giant person?
He said that, I'm pretty sure he said it had tusks,
Yeah.
if I remember.
How tall was this man?
Oh, like 21 feet or something.
21 feet. Yeah, see, on Sasquatch Chronicles, you used to have the Mountain Men series from Alaska, and people would talk about seeing these 18 feet, 20 feet tall people. I mean, that would certainly be the Nephilim. Now, where does Sasquatch come into play? I don't know. Some type of genetical mutation. Someone was playing God on this planet. When you got the Kushtaka, Dogmen,
There's all
Bigfoot.
sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah. Lizard Man. Lizard Man's a big thing in South Carolina.
And like the dog man or werewolf stuff, that's even historical. I think there's stories from the Greeks where they were trading with a small clan of them. I forgot what they were called, but
Yeah. A lot of Greek mythology is these human hybrid creatures. And I always thought it was just myth. And that's mainly what Greek history is. It's mythological, but when you look at what's truly going on, maybe they were telling the truth. Do you see something?
Oh, I just got I don't know. I wanted to look.
A radar hit?
Yeah, yeah. It's just kind of a weird spot.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You can see where a bear's been rooting at stuff.
Yeah. Dude, it got hot all of a sudden. I told you I wanted to get in that lake. When it's this hot, I don't think 50-degree waters will really bother you too bad.
Boulder here.
Yeah, that boulder's kind of weird. Russ was telling me about this black pyramid that's like northeast of Anchorage. Have you ever heard of that? Like a actual pyramid?
So the coordinates used to be on the internet, and now all the coordinates I can find are the wrong coordinates. They're up by Denali somewhere. And it's because I remember when I was a kid reading about it, and I looked up the coordinates, and it was north of Denali, but it wasn't where it is now, because you could actually see on Google Earth, when Google Earth first came out, they hadn't scrubbed it yet, but you could see where the dirt was different color around the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can't find the coordinates, the real coordinates, or it's been scrubbed, you know.
And it has something to do with alien activity.
Well, there's
UFO activity.
the Wrangell St. Elias. There's activity in there. I mean, people, the video you've seen of the one coming out of the mountain, that's from that area.
Okay.
You know?
Man, that stuff's going on everywhere. Has something to do with the mounds, the pyramids, certain magnetic areas of the earth, water.
The really weird part is that first whistle that I heard that day, that night, I woke up at exactly 3 in the morning, and I'm like, I'm going to go outside and play with my night vision. And so I went out on the deck, and I'm just looking around, and there was approximately 12 UFOs flying around.
Yeah.
And some of them were visible with the naked eye, some of them were not, and there were 2 larger ones that they would kind of orbit around. But I watched them for about an hour, and they just they moved east to west, and it was just really weird. And they changed direction. They all were kind of moving weird. There were a few that were kind of zipping back and forth, but they were all orbiting the 2 bigger ones.
Yeah, most of the ones I see go from east to west, and the real big ones go from north to south, south to north. But I think it has a lot to do with like this ancient power system that they had established.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I find it really odd that with Tesla's findings, all his research, like the FBI came and took all that.
Well, like there's this guy, John Levy, his channel, investigates like the mud flood stuff. And on there he's getting into these older buildings that they have like these spires, and they were like to capture lightning or something to provide power. Like they were like older temples, and we have them here in the States, and they get demolished, you know, or they get repurposed into churches or mosques, that kind of thing, across the world, you know. But I think there's something to that. I think our history has been rewritten for sure.
Oh yeah, so many times. And
know,
somebody knows the core truth of it all.
Yeah.
Because we're just getting bits and pieces.
And there's cities, you know, our buildings are built on some of these cities are built even in the States on top of other buildings. Like
I've noticed that, like in Chicago, there's streets underneath the city and buildings. It's weird.
And it's all that like kind of Greek architecture a lot too.
Yep. What do we got over there? Are those people, or is that a moose?
Let's see. It's a loon.
Is it a loon? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're almost there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Even the loons sound like beasts.
We've got just just under half a mile. Trail system back there from back when they did the section lines for the geological survey. And I went hiking back there one day, and there's 3 creeks, and you know, I've on this trail system, so I made it to the 3rd creek, and I should have refilled I've got a gravity water filter. I should have refilled my water, but I didn't. And so I decided to bushwhack, and I used up all my water. I ended up, oh.
You might have to come get us on the boat.
Send it. From that corner. So I bet it's just as it wraps around past that rock, we're good.
Okay.
So a buddy of mine,
That big rock?
he got a 50% off code one-time use for Garmin, and he didn't need it. And I'm like, why do you have to enable my bad behavior, you know?
Yeah, he bought it and had that sit around. Oh.
Must be picking up somebody else that's on the lake.
Yeah.
But, so I'm like, I wanted to get one of these, but I didn't want it right off the bat. And, you know, so I had to spend $600 on it, but it's, you know,
Works pretty good.
ridiculously expensive watch. What I like about it is it's cheaper on battery than my phone for making GPS tracks. So I've got that mapping app where I just map all the trails and stuff that I do.
You can download them.
And it's a lot, like this takes 5% battery on a hike to track it versus 25 or 30% on my phone.
Yeah, the maps really suck up a bunch of battery juice.
Yeah.
So you have to pay the monthly fee? Yeah?
No. So, I downloaded some open source maps onto this that have better terrain contours because I didn't want the satellite because you can't hardly see it on this little screen, but it's got the really good not OpenStreetMap, but there's some mapping project where you can get really good high detail contours from like the USGS. And so that's what I put on there. And then on my phone, I use an open source mapping app for all my map tracks and stuff. Because getting stuff in and out of like Garmin Explorer, and you don't just, it's a weak tool. You don't have a lot of flexibility with it. So I just use it for getting stuff in and out of my watch.
Yeah.
And then I export the tracks and import it into the other app.
Yeah, there you go.
And then that app, I sync it to I've got a private cloud server. I sync it to that, and then I can edit and play with the maps on my laptop, you know?
Yeah.
So I can build tracks. And same on my tablet, it all syncs together into one big map file.
What are you looking at?
No, some kind of chunk of a critter.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Part of a bird, maybe?
Yeah. There's like eagle feathers around here, pretty sure.
Maybe the eagle caught something. Leave it, Bruce.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Caught some critter coming down to get watered.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Is camp over there where we can see those vehicles?
Yeah.
Dang, we walked a long ways.
Feels like we've gone further than a mile and a half.
Yeah, I think so. We're almost to the big rock.
Yeah. I bet that big rock will give us a good point of view
Yeah, it'll be a good vantage point.
if we can climb up on it.
Yeah.
Water.
They're partying.
Yeah.
Something.
It's all broken up.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the
the mouth.
Yeah, there's the mouth of it all.
That's cool that we can see it from here.
Yeah.
I gotta get a dog picture at some point.
I got the cameras for it, especially with my lens camera. I'll get pictures of all you guys around here. I thought it was a black bear, but I guess it's just like a rock or a log. Dude, that's wild country, straight back that way. Well, everywhere. Missing in Alaska.
There's definitely a rock or something out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard to get stabilized with the binoculars. See any heat? I'm sure a lot of stuff is putting off heat right now.
Yeah, I think it's a rock.
Okay.
It's the same temperature as the rocks on the shoreline. And if it was a critter, it would, you know, it would adjust the gain automatically.
Yeah.
There's a bird or something over there to the right of that boulder.
I thought I saw
It's
that.
about 50 yards right of the boulder and about 25 feet up.
I can only zoom in so far, but when I blow it up later on the big screen, maybe we'll see something.
Yeah, you can really see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just see a lot of rocks, no tree peekers. If you were going to do a whistle, this would probably be the spot to do it. Point it that way, towards that little hill.
Okay. Mouth's dry. They say not to whistle.
Yeah, especially up here.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely, your butthole definitely gets tight when you hear it come back to you.
Yeah. Can't do it.
You want some water?
Yeah, I might need water.
Okay. Have the technology.
You got that technology water?
Yep.
Cool.
That's a nice camera.
Yeah.
Huge sensor.
Oh yeah. What are they? Oh, okay. You got snacks? Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. And if you want one of these, I'll eat the other one. Some sort of German sausage.
Okay. I'd get it on land just in case it did it again.
Well, we're at this huge rock at the mouth of the river, so we'll be hiking back.
Yep, no worries, man. You guys have fun, and we'll see you when you get back.
Here, if you want to talk to him.
Sweet. Well, maybe this time I can upload it to my damn laptop, because I'm still missing drone footage from our last run.
Fred, it's Miguel. I got attacked by the hairy man. He's got me pinned up against this spruce tree.
Has your virginity been compromised?
Yeah, he touched me in places I've never been touched. Oh, yeah, he's touched me in places I've never been touched before.
You gotta explain to him next time no means no.
Oh, he said I'm part of the clan now.
That's the entry fee.
You fell for that when Ryan said he'd keep you safe.
Yeah, he let me down. He turned his back and I got snatched up by the Kustica, man. It hurts. Alright. He's probably like, damn, Miguel's kind of a little weird.
We're all a little weird. I wouldn't
Yeah.
sweat that. Okay.
Brutus is like, I don't know you guys anymore.
He's just like, I need a stick.
He hasn't reacted.
No, he's all super
Yeah, so
chill.
I haven't noticed any grizzly bear activity. I haven't seen or heard anything.
I mean, that
No
track,
wood knocks, nothing.
this trackway definitely has some activity.
Yeah.
And I did see one little track, which, you know, I was like, oh man, I don't want to run into that.
Yeah.
But
Missing in Alaska.
these shows are so phony. I don't watch any of the Alaska shows. 'Cause
No.
it's all just baloney.
Is it? Okay.
Contrived for the TV, you know? Just
Right.
goofy. Goofy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in that lake later.
Yeah.
The Keenaw Lake is what it's called. Kanye West Lake.
They are having a party over there. All I've heard is the whistles, and then Fred got a video from a gal up north where they're doing the weird owl hoots.
Yeah. It's hot in Alaska. I'm having a difficult time navigating through this moss or this marsh. I'm getting ready to meet up with Fred. He's back at camp, and I think we're gonna take the boat out to a different campsite and try to do some fishing, look for Bigfoot tracks, and all kinds of stuff, guys. My feet are soaked, pants are soaked. It's pretty wild country. What blows my mind is how hot it is during the day, and in the morning it feels like fall time. Like it's cold.